What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? And today, we're back here to rebuild the new look Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks now have a monstrous pairing in Giannis and Damian Lillard, along with Chris Middleton at the wing. They have a defensive-minded and floor-spacing center in Brook Lopez, an offensive-minded center off the bench as well as their sixth man. But aside from that, they don't really have much else. They have Pat Connaughton at a 75, Jay Crowder 75, Malik Beasley at a 75. Now, we do know in real life they're going to contribute. They're going to do the thing. You know, they'll be fine. But in this game, given that they are 75 overalls, they don't really come out to be what they are in real life. So we do have Giannis, our star player here at a 96 overall, 28 years old. We know what he can do. And Damian Lillard, the reason for this video, asked for a trade from Portland, begged for Miami, ended up in Milwaukee for Jrue Holiday. I am recording this before Jrue Holiday is shipped from Portland. So if by the time this video is out, if he got shipped out, my apologies. We do have Chris Middleton here, who has been battling some injuries for the past season or two. So he hasn't quite been the Chris Middleton we know. You know, 20 points per game, efficient shooting. Look at his stats last year. He went down to 15. I know he was coming off the bench for a few games, shooting 31% from three. Brook Lopez, who is also getting up there in age, but his shooting splits are amazing. They just keep getting better. Same goes for his defense. I mean, he averaged 2.5 blocks this past season. So I'm not going to make any changes to start the season. We're going to start the season with Lillard starting at the point guard. I'm going to start the second-year player in Marjon Beauchamp. The game wanted me to start Pat Connaughton, but there's only a 2 overall difference between the two, and Beauchamp is younger, so he might progress into something real nice for us. We don't really need him to come off the bench. He's not really going to do much here in the starting lineup, just play his defense and shoot his threes. And we can have Pat Connaughton come off the bench and provide a little bit more scoring off the bench, whatever need be, when Lillard and Giannis are sitting. Rather beef up the bench and have less on the starting lineup when you already have Lillard and Giannis. So yeah, this is what our rotations are going to look like to start the year. Got Lillard, Beauchamp, Middleton, Giannis, Brook Lopez, Portis as our sixth man, Jay Crowder, Malik Beasley, and Pat Connaughton. Let's see what this team could do. If we're not as good as we're expected to be by the trade deadline, I'm going to make some changes around the edges to make us a little better. So we're here at the All-Star draft where we should see Damian Lillard and Giannis probably making the team, as we do have Giannis as the All-Star captain, and we do see him pick Damian Lillard to be his starter teammate. Do we have anybody else here? I don't think we should. So we're not as great as I expected, but we are good. We're at a 30-19 record. I was expecting, I don't know, maybe like 40-9. Am I crazy for that? So let's simulate 1 week over to the trade deadline, see if we make any moves. Here we are at the trade deadline, February 8th right now. We're sitting at a 30-21 record as of right now. I'm going to take a look at the team stats right now to see if what changes really need to be made and how everybody's doing. We got Lillard out here with 30 points, 6 assists, shooting pretty efficient, 50, 40, 90. What more could you ask for? Got Giannis here at 26.9, practically 27, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. He's actually averaging more than Lillard. 1.3 steals, 1.4 blocks, shooting pretty efficient as well, as usual. We got Middleton down here with 16.7 points as well, 4 rebounds, 4.3 assists. So at least our star players are moving the ball a lot. Got 1 steal as well. Shooting 45%, practically 40 from 3. I mean, yeah, he's getting back to what he used to be. You love to see that. Got Bobby providing us with 12 points off the bench with 9 rebounds almost. Shooting 43 and 36 from the 3. That's not bad. Malik Beasley with 10.4 off the bench. Brook Lopez is actually having a pretty down year, shooting 36%, 4% from the 3. Is it time we move on from Brook? We have Beauchamp here, who's averaging 7 points with 3.2 rebounds, 1.2 assists, half a steal, 0.1 blocks, 36 and 35 from 3. I mean, I didn't expect him to go out here and give us crazy numbers, but I think he's doing just fine. I mean, given what he did last year, can't really complain. Could be a lot worse. Connaughton off the bench with 5.7, 2.8. Crowder with 5.4, 3.6. So I was taking a look around the league to see if there was any players that teams are looking to trade, and we have the Grizzlies here who actually have Marcus Smart on the trade block. And I think Marcus Smart would be a perfect replacement for Jrue Holiday's defense. I do feel that's probably what we're lacking as of right now. And you trade away Jrue and you bring in Damian Lillard. Yeah, you got that crazy offensive scoring punch, but you do lose a lot on defense there. So let me hit up the Grizzlies and see what they're asking for Marcus Smart. Okay, so they're asking for Chris Middleton, they're asking for Brook Lopez, and they're also asking for Bobby in all 3 of these trades. So I'm going to try to come up with a trade of my own. So I tried to give it a shot, and without including any of those players in the trade finder, the money just wasn't going to work, and I'm not looking to get rid of any of those players right now. I'm going to look to put Pat Connaughton and Robin Lopez on the trade finder, see what I could get for them in return. I'm going to look to take this trade here from the Clippers, where they're offering Robert Covington and Brandon Boston Jr. We get a better defender in Robert Covington and some more 3-point shooting, and we also get a young player in return. Robin Lopez wasn't really playing for us anyway, so we don't really take a hit here other than Pat Connaughton, which I think Robert Covington will be an upgrade. I'm also going to look to make this trade here with the Pelicans. I'm going to send them over Malik Beasley and Chris Livingston for Jose Alvarado and EJ Liddell. PJ Liddell won't really play for us, but we get Jose Alvarado, who can play make and defend for us off the bench, and they get some shooting. We're giving them 2 second-round picks. Not like we got much picks at all, so it is what it is. Welcome to Milwaukee, Jose. So this is what our lineup is going to look like to finish off the year. We're going to have Lillard. I'm actually going to start Middleton at the shooting guard position, bringing in Robert Covington at the small forward, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. I want to fill this lineup with a lot of shooters and a lot of defenders. We still have Portis coming off the bench as their 6th man. We now have Alvarado, who can provide some defense and some playmaking for us off the bench. We didn't have a point guard to start the season. And starting Covington, I bumped Marjon Beauchamp over to the bench, and Jay Crowder will finish up our lineup. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. We're here at the end of the season where John Morant wins most valuable player. Victor Wembanyama wins Rookie of the Year. Chris Paul, 6th man of the year. We got Giannis winning DPOY. THT wins Most Improved. And Damian Lillard wins Clutch Player of the Year as well. Nick Nurse is Coach of the Year. So we won less than 59 games. Because if not, we would have seen our coach up here. Let's take a look at All NBA first team. We got Ja, Jokic, Doncic, Giannis, and Trae Young. All NBA second team, we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, LeBron, James Harden, Curry, Devin Booker, who has a minor injury right now. All NBA third team has Jimmy, JT. We see our second star in Lillard here at the All-NBA third team, De'Aaron Fox and Anthony Edwards. All defensive first team, we got Lonzo Ball, Luka Doncic, Giannis, Mobley, and Claxton. All-NBA second team, we got Paul George, Alex Caruso, who also has an injury, Triple J, Jimmy Butler, and Miles Turner. Our rookie first team, we got Wemby, Scoot, Brandon Miller, Chet Holmgren, Amen Thompson. Our rookie second team, brother of Amen Thompson, got Asur Thompson, Mitchich, Chris Murray, Jarace Walker, and Sasha Vezenkov, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So we do make the playoffs, but as the 3rd seed, wonder what our finishing record ended up as we ended the season with just 49 wins. Wow. We did battle some injuries throughout the year. I think Brook Lopez was out for like 6 weeks at one point, and Chris Middleton was out like 2 or 3 separate times. Minor injuries, but out a few times. So I mean, given these injuries, I believe we could have been worse off. So let's get to simulating here. Round 1 against Chicago. Let's simulate the play-in. Where Cleveland and Miami make it out in the East. And Portland in the West actually makes it out without Lillard. Wow. How did Portland do this season? They were clearly the 7th seed. They were 42-40. Wow, that's crazy. They traded Damian Lillard and they're back in the playoffs. Oh, that's right, because they still have Jrue Holiday. They haven't traded him away like we expect them to in real life. That's right. It's a sneaky good team, man. With Jrue Holiday, it's a sneaky good team. You know, even without them, I mean, they're not championship contenders without him. They're not championship contenders with him, but this team is looking nice, man. 2K just doesn't have them set up the way they would be in real life. This team is looking a lot better than people really expect them to be. So let's simulate game 1 where we win by just 3 points, where Damian Lillard had 39, 7, and 6. Giannis had 25, 13, and 7. Both shot really good from the field. Chris Middleton. Brook Lopez wasn't all that good. Neither was Bobby Portis or Jose Alvarado or Beauchamp or Covington. Okay, so it was just our big 3. They carried. DeRozan had 34 and 8. Levine had 30. Vucevic 14 and 14. Duarte had 10. Looks like the Bulls made a trade for Chris Duarte from the Kings. Simulate game 2, where we also win by 32 this time around. We had Lillard, Giannis, and Middleton each drop 30 plus points. You'd love to see that for sure. And the Bulls big 3 dropped 20 each. Now we're here on the road in game 3 going to Chicago. Can we win? And we do. All right. Do we sweep them? And we do. As expected, right? Let's simulate over to the next round, where we're now going to face the 7th-seeded Cleveland. They have same team as real life. At least their starting lineup. They got Max Strus. They got LeVert, Ricky Rubio, Ty Jerome, Bruno Fernando. Yeah, looks kind of like their team in real life right now. So let's simulate game 1, where we lose. And we lose by a lot. We lose by 23. Got Lillard and Giannis each had 30, but that's it. The Cavs had 30 from Mitchell. Garland gave them 29. Jared Allen gave them 27 and 18 boards. Mobley had 14, 7, and 5 with 4 blocks. Allen had 3 blocks. Simulate game 2, we win. Where we win by 24. We outscored them by 10, but we dropped 49 points in total in that 4th quarter. We dropped 30 plus in every single quarter. Giannis had 36, 9, and 11 with 3 steals, 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. Chris Middleton had 34 and 7. Lillard didn't have that great of a game, but he made up for it in assists with 10 assists. Our big 3 did have a lot of assists this game. Simulate game 3, where we win by just 5 this time around. Donovan Mitchell had 32. Garland had 30 and 11. Lillard gave us 41, 6, and 6 with 2 steals and a block. Giannis gave us 31, 10, and 6 with 3 steals and 2 blocks. Chris Middleton also pitched in 12, 4, and 4. Didn't shoot all that much, but guess he really didn't need to. I mean, we got the win, right? Brook Lopez with 12, 6, and 3. Let's simulate game 4 now, where I believe we are on the road in Cleveland, and we go up 3-1. All right. Can we end it here? And we do. And we move over to the conference finals. We are just one series away from the NBA finals. The only thing in our way is the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks have Jalen Brunson, of course, Emmanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, Randall, Mitchell Robb. Sounds like their team in real life. Not too many changes. Got Josh Hart off the bench, Quentin Grimes, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Dante DiVincenzo. Okay, yeah, so we're facing the team that they have in real life. I think this should be some easy work as we take game one. Take game one by 16 points. We only allowed 11 points in that fourth quarter. We actually came back because they outscored us in the third quarter by 14. And we came back and outscored them by 23 points in that fourth quarter. Giannis dropped 26, 7, and 8. Middleton had 25. Lillard had 24, 6, and 6. Jalen Brunson gave us 28. Julius Randle gave us 21 also, but it wasn't enough. Game 2 in Milwaukee, we also take game 2 by 11 points this time around. Lillard gave us 33. Giannis gave us 31, 11, and 8. 2 assists shy of a triple-double. Middleton also with 23 and 5. Randall gave us another 34. Quickly with 22 and 10. RJ with 19 and 8. What happened to Brunson? He only has 6 points. He fouled out. In 12 minutes. Okay, nice. Game 3. Let's simulate over to game 3 now in the Madison Square Garden. As we take game 3 by just 2 points in New York, and we take game 4. Can we sweep New York on the road? No. So game 5. Oh, we actually lost by 34 points. That's crazy. Let me look over that box score. Brunson gave us 34 and 8. Randall 24, 11, and 4. Quickly had 18. RJ Barrett had 16. Hart 14, 15, 4. Okay, and they all shot pretty well except for Hart. Giannis, fouled out. Lillard was 1 foul away from fouling out. Middleton had 17, 6, and 6. Yeah, this was a very bad game. I said we ended in 5 in Milwaukee. I simulated the round. I meant to simulate the game, but we ended up winning in 6. We lost that game, but we won the following game back in New York. As we see Ja Morant and the Grizzlies and our new look Milwaukee Bucks making it to the NBA Finals. This looks like some easy work to me. Game 1, Milwaukee. Game 2, the Grizzlies. Okay. Game 3. Before I keep going, let me take a look at this team. They have Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Conchar, Darren Jackson, Steven Adams, Marcus Smart off the bench, who we tried to trade for earlier, but just couldn't happen. Xavier Tillman, Luke Kennard, Brandon Clark, Santi Aldama. Yeah, looks like their team in real life also. Not too many changes. Game 4, we take it. We're up 3-1. We're just 1 win away from an NBA championship. Giannis is gonna get his second. No, let me shut up. There you have it. The Milwaukee Bucks with Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo are your 2024 NBA champions. And Giannis wins Finals MVP. Add that to his career accomplishments. And Damian Lillard finally gets his ring. Now let's jump right into the offseason, where we see LeBron retire on the Lakers, Kyle Lowry retires on the Heat, Al Horford, Thaddeus Young, Nicholas Batum. We got LeBron inducted into Hall of Fame. We see LeBron and Kyle Lowry get the jerseys retired. Let's go over to the draft lottery, where we probably shouldn't have a pick. I don't expect to have one. And we don't. It goes to the Pelicans. I'm gonna skip right over the NBA draft since we don't have any picks, not even in the second round. Here we are at team player options, where we have Marjon Beauchamp, and we're gonna pick up his team option. I know his style. Yeah, his numbers weren't all that great, but he's a young player trying to find his way in a championship team. I think he'll be all right in the future. So let's bring him back. As we see Kawhi, Paul George, and Drew Holiday decline their player options. I'm going to look to move on from Lindell Washington and Ty Washington. I am going to bring back Brandon Boston Jr. Didn't really play for us, but I mean, he's still 22 years old, 74 raw. So we're at free agency. Let's go take a look at what our team really needs right now. We still have Lillard and Alvarado under contract for the next season. We have AJ Green and Andrew Jackson, so we do need a shooting guard. Oh, that's right. I had Chris Middleton at shooting guard. I forgot, so I'll bump him over to shooting guard. So we have Chris Middleton, Beauchamp, Giannis, Liddell, who won't play for us either, Lopez, and Portis. I do expect Lopez to regress this offseason, so I might trade him. Actually, matter of fact, we already won a championship. Realism is out the door. Let's get crazy with this team. Let's bring a third superstar in here with Damian Lillard and Giannis. Yeah, let's do that. What can I do? What trades can I make? Let's go crazy. What third superstar can we bring in here? Say, I didn't really like the trades that they were offering. Let me move on from that one. Let me offer Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis. I don't want to bring in Jared Allen because we did bring him in that Chicago Bulls rebuild last time. So I want to keep it fresh, have different players here. I do need a shooting guard, and I might take this trade from Memphis. You know what? Let me bring in Desmond Bane. So right now our starting lineup, we have Lillard, Desmond Bane, Middleton, and Giannis. We are missing a center. I know that. Can I try to trade Middleton for a center? A lesser small forward? Okay, don't like those trade offers here. I'm going to take this trade here with the Jazz, and I'm going to send over Chris Middleton and AJ Green for Lauri Markkanen, who is 1 overall higher. He is on his last year of his contract, but I mean, we already won a championship, so I don't really care. Chris Middleton's on the last year of his contract as well, either way, so welcome to Milwaukee, Lauri Markkanen. I actually like what this trade here, right here, provides for us. I'm going to send over our newly acquired Lauri Markkanen and Desmond Bane. I know overall-wise we are going to get worse, but I think bringing in Mikal Bridges and his defense, along with Cameron Johnson and his shooting, is going to be a perfect fit here in Milwaukee. Scratch that. Cameron, you're off the team, along with Zaire Williams. I'm going to bring in Alperen Sengun from the Rockets. So we have a starting lineup that looks like Damian Lillard, Mikal Bridges, Dylan Brooks, Giannis, and Sengun. Off the bench, we still have Alvarado, Andre Jackson, who's probably not going to play for us, Beauchamp, and we still need another backup center. So let's try to find a center that could come off the bench for us, along with probably another wing. I'm going to offer Jalen Williams a contract. Why not? I mean, he's just sitting there. I'm going to bring in Cedi Osman for his perimeter defense and his three-point shooting as well, along with Gary Harris for the same reasons. I'm going to let Lindell walk along with Ty. We're going to bring in Jalen, Cedi, and Gary Harris. Can I bring back Jay Crowder? I'm going to look to bring him back if I can. I'm going to bring it back because of the whole Giannis correlation. I'm going to see if I can bring back Covington. Let me see. I wanted to bring back Brandon Boston. I'm going to let JaMychal Green walk. And I'm also going to bring in Luke Kennard. Why not? In signing Luke Kennard, it didn't allow me to sign Cedi. So whatever, that's fine. We're good on the center depth. We're good power forward-wise. We have Brooks and Beauchamp here at small forward. Bridges, Kennard, and Harris. And you have Lillard and Alvarado. I'm going to look to make one more trade to beef up our bench. And I'll probably see you guys the next season. So we're here at player progression where we see Giannis stay the same. Lillard actually regresses down 1. Bridges at an 87. Sengun 84. Mitchell Robinson, who I did bring in. And Marcus Smart. Yeah, this defense is going to be nasty, man. Alvarado off the bench. Beauchamp, Gary Harris. Brandon Boston Jr. came back. And Andre Jackson Jr. as well. So I do think we have a beautiful mix of scoring and defense on this team now. There's no way we don't win another championship after winning last season, right? Look at this team. We got Lillard, Marcus Smart, Bridges, Giannis, and Sengun to round out the starting 5. Mitch Robb to come off the bench. Jose Alvarado, Marjan Beauchamp, and Gary Harris. Now, the last 3 pieces aren't all that crazy, but as long as they do what I brought them in here to do, we'll be just fine. Sitting on another championship at the end of the season. Mark my words. Here we are at the All-Star Draft where we should see Captain Giannis getting an all-star appearance. Does he get his teammate Lillard here again? And he does. Do we have any other all-stars? Could we possibly see Mikal Bridges somewhere around here? And we don't. That's fine. We see Chris Middleton. He won his championship. 2 championships, that's right, because they won back in 2021. Now he's over in Utah doing his thing. I'm going to stop simulating here at the trade deadline because I did notice that Mitch Robb is a little upset, I guess, for coming off the bench. So I'm going to look to trade him. He is down 3 overalls right now. I'm going to look to send him over to the Clippers for Ivica Zubac. So this is what our lineup looks like with Zubats in the lineup now. Got Lillard, Smart, Bridges, Giannis, and Sengun. I'm going to put Beauchamp here at the 6-man. Zubats is the 7. Alvarado and Harris here to round out the lineup. This is what our stats are looking like midway through the season. We got Lillard at 27.5. Giannis at practically 27 as well with 11.5 rebounds. A steal and a half. A block and a half, almost 2. Bridges with 17.5. Sengun as the starting center with 13.7, 9.8, and 5 assists. Zubats out the bench. I mean, these are his stats with the Clippers. Alvarado was 7.9 with 2.7 assists. Dermonenko, who I picked up from free agency because Mitch Robb had went down with an injury before the trade deadline. He came back and I instantly traded him. So he's not going to really be getting minutes. He was just an injury replacement. Marcus Smart, who's giving us 7.2 and 5.6. I know he's playing good defense in the starting lineup. Beauchamp and Gary Harris. So let's try to wrap up this season. Well, midway through March, Ivica Zubac is going to be out for the season with a broken left kneecap. That's brutal. I mean, we have Dermonenko to replace him, so I think we'll be fine. As we see Luka Doncic winning MVP at the end of the 2025 season. Isaiah Collier for the Minnesota Timberwolves wins Rookie of the Year. Asura Thompson for the Detroit Pistons wins 6-man of the year. Giannis once again wins Defensive Player of the Year. Jonathan Kuminga is your most improved for the Warriors. And Ja takes home Clutch Player of the Year for the Grizzlies. And the coach of the Cavs wins Coach of the Year along with Executive of the Year. As we see Luka, Ja, Jokic, Giannis once again, and Garland for your All-NBA first team. All-NBA second team, we have Bam, De'Aaron Fox, LaMelo, Evan Mobley, and Steph Curry. All-NBA third team, we got Shea, Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, Julius Randle, and Trae Young. All-defensive first, we see Luka, Paul George, Giannis once again, Evan Mobley, and Nicholas Claxton. Got Anthony Edwards, John Morant, Triple J, Paul Reed, and Wemby for all-defensive second team. All-rookie first, we have the Rookie of the Year, Isaiah Collier, Justin Edwards, Adas Mara, Stephon Castle, Aaron Bradshaw, Matt Buzelis, Ron Hollins, Jacoby Walter, Bronny James, Alexander Sarr to wrap out your all rookie second team. As we see ourselves getting the second seed, where we will take on, see who makes it out of the play-in. The Hornets should be easy work. I'm gonna simulate right through the round. So I thought I built a crazy nice team just to get eliminated in the first round. Yeah, our team last season that wasn't as good as this one breezed right through the playoffs. That's 2K for you. As we see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and OKC with Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics making it to the NBA Finals, where we see OKC and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as your Finals MVP beat the Celtics in 7 games. So we do see ourselves walking away with the championship in our first season. With the Milwaukee roster as is, only made one change where I brought in Robert Covington, I believe, in the first season. Second season, we didn't have the same luck, although I did boost up the team, but we didn't win a championship. We didn't even make it out of the first round, but whatever, it is what it is. We did win the first year, so I'll take that for sure. But yeah, man, Damian Lillard is officially a Milwaukee Buck. Him and Giannis are going to be running the show over in Milwaukee. I'm hesitant on doing a Blazers rebuild right now because we don't know the status of Jrue Holiday, what team he's going to end up on. I know he's not going to be there. Maybe I'll do a rebuild and give it my own little twist, send him to where I think is best, what makes most sense for him and the team I'll be sending him to, and obviously what makes most sense for Portland, of course. But yeah, dude, be on the lookout for the Milwaukee Bucks because they're looking to dominate this league. But that's gonna be it for me today. I'll see you guys next time. Leave a comment and a like down below if you liked, if you enjoyed. But I'm out. Peace.